the grid position. This is the on the pole, Adlan Shah Kamal Zaman, Musashi Bonsu Honda Racing, who won the first race, and interesting haircut as well, Adlan. He won the first race, beating his compatriot Zamri Baba and Fatli Imanuddin from Indonesia third, just like the standing or the grid position for the three riders. Well, we did not see much of Fujiwara. Will we see Fujiwara make his charge in race 2, Ron?
It depends on the setup. They have in second position Zamri Baba, the fastest guy on the track in this weekend. So he'll be hoping to improve on that as well and try to neutralize and win Aslan today. But with Fujiwara, I think he would have learned what is needed to improve for race 2. So I will never discount Fujiwara from this fight.
We had Zamri Baba second on the grid. Now this Fatli Imanuddin. The local crowd will very much love to cheer for Fatli, who won the race here in 2008.
Incidentally, Fatli is born 5 minutes away from the circuit. So this is his hometown as well. So a lot of his hometown fans here to cheer him on. And I'm sure he wouldn't want to disappoint them as well. But clearly at this moment, I think the number 1 rider in Indonesia is Fatli Imanuddin. He rides for Kawasaki, so unfortunately it's not so easy for him to go on to the next level, the World Championship, as we've seen with Tony Tata and Rafi Topan. So, but for a lot of people in Asia, the people who knows about racing, clearly Fatli is the number 1 rider in Indonesia at the moment.
Second rider from Malaysia, Makoto Inagaki, Yuki Ito from Japan. We have not yet seen the Japanese rider. You have seen how Kiyonari and Fujiwara, they won the race here in Sentul for the past 2 seasons. And this year we had Adlan Shah Kamal Zaman, who has broken the domination of Japanese rider. Now let's wait for race 2, what's going to happen. Our focus will be on the front row with Adlan Shah Kamal Zaman, Zamri Baba and Fatli Imanuddin. But watch out for Katsuaki Fujiwara and Makoto Tamada. Not forgetting Ahmad Fuad Barudin, who's 5th on the grid in the second row.
We'll also see a strong ride probably in the later part of the season from Tomoyoshi Koyama, who raced in Moto2 last season. Obviously another rider coming from Europe back here, 10 years of world of racing at the highest level. So obviously the racing is very, very competitive at the moment. Qualifying yesterday was unbelievably good, with the first 19 riders all within 2 seconds. And it just shows it's not so easy any longer for the top riders from elsewhere coming here to join the series as well.
Well, Tamada did say that he wants to get used of riding the 600cc bike. And after the race in Sepang, well, he was quite positive and believed that he can do better here in Central Indonesia. Let's see what Tamada can do, Makoto Tamada. And we know what Katsuaki Fujiwara can do in the race. No matter where, in which part of Asia, we know Fujiwara can win the race. But for Fujiwara especially, the race after this in Madras, India is not his favorite track. So he got to do something here in Sentul before going to Madras, India.
But very strong performance from Kawasaki this weekend. You had Fatli in third, Fuji in fourth, Fuad in Yudhishthira as well. Start of the race, you see Aslan, a very good start this time around. Fatli again peeping Zamri into turn 1.
A good start for Adlan Shah Kamal Zaman, coming out from the first corner, leading the pack, and we have Fatli Imanuddin and
Aslan there making a big mistake and almost losing the race immediately in exit of turn 1. And was very lucky to stay on there, made a mistake, Fatli passed him, but all is well and good at this moment. Fujiwara with a much better start this time around, 4th position, Fuad in 5th.
16 laps for all the riders in the SuperSports 600cc. You know it's still early, but Fatli Imanuddin bring the crowd while leading the race. And Adlan Shah Kamal Zaman second with Zamri Baba. This is the same 3 riders. who dominated race 1 earlier today. And we've seen a little bit far, there's a gap between Zamri, and behind Zamri, I believe it's Katsuaki Fujiwara and Ahmad Fuad Barudin.
Yeah, either Fujiwara is slowing down the pace, or the first three guys really hot on the action immediately in lap 1. But I think Tamada is in 6th position as well. A good ride by Dimas, who's in 7th position at this moment. No, it's Ryuta Kobayashi who's in 6th position at the moment. Dimas in 7, Makoto Tamada in 8, Yudhishthira in 9, Zakwan Zaidi in 10th position, Koyama in 11, Pirawat Thailand in 12. Really close at this moment. So again, as we've seen in race 1, Fadli again taking the lead, followed closely by Aslan and Zamri, and a really big group in the second group, chasing really hard after Fujiwara.
And Fadli, he knows this track like the back of his hand, coming from a place near the track. And we know that he set, if I'm not mistaken, the fastest time 2 years ago in qualifying to be on pole. And now he's currently leading the race in front of Zamri Baba and Azal Shah Kamon Zaman.
Oh, so a big mistake there by Fadli, causing Aslan to lose his entering line as well. And this allowed Zamri to overtake past Aslan, and now Zamri trying immediately to get past Fadli as well.
Well, not this time, said Fadli. Make sure that he slammed the door. Don't allow Zamri to come from the inside of the corner. But you can see very close between Zamri. Now he's trying to make his move. Yes, Zamri.
Really
Zamri
good,
now, yes.
really good
From the
experience
inside.
move. Sliding through, blocking Fadli's exit line, and now leads coming into the second lap, ahead of Fadli and Aslan.
Now watch out for number 57 behind Azan Shah Kamon Zaman. Azan now currently third. And we have top 4 riders with Fadli Manudin regain his lead in front of Zamri Baba. And first and second very close. It's 2 riders less than second between Fadli Manudin and Zamri Baba. But Aslan very close behind Zamri at the moment. And well, Katsuaki Fujiwara also not very far behind. The first front group of 3 riders, and Fadli Manudin, Zamri Baba and Azan Shah Kamon Zaman, just like what happened in race 1.
We got 11 riders now in 2 seconds, so it's still very much early in the race. Aslan trying to go inside, Zamri going on the outside, blocking the lines of each other, and Fujiwara is slowly inching up. Ryota Kobayashi just gone past Fuad, as we see behind. 7th place Dimas, 8th place Yudis at the moment, 9th place Makoto.
Watch out for number 37. He's now currently following the group in front. While he said in race 1 he made his mistake because he used off his tire to chase the front row, the front group I mean, and due to that he lost his grip towards the end of the race, and he had to let go the 3 riders in front, and well, he has to take home 4th place after the race. But this time around it's not gonna be another 4th placing for Fujiwara. That's what he's trying to do at the moment, following the front group, following the 3 riders. Zamri Baba, Azan Shah Kamon Zaman currently now 2nd with Fadli 3rd. Is that Tamada? Yes, it's Tamada currently now 5th behind Fujiwara.
So Tamada is inching up forward as well. So there we have Aslan Shah, the young rookie in the team. Crash, he's okay. Obviously trying to start back, his bike is stuck, his shoes flown off as well, the outer part of the sole.
Well, we tried to get back to the race, but it's going to be very difficult for him to chase the front row and the front group. We have Zamri Baba now chasing Azan Shah Kamon Zaman. Aslan is leading the race. We had a moment for Aslan, but Fujiwara, look where Fujiwara coming from the outside, and now he's from the inside. It is Fujiwara and Fadli.
Fadli in the lead, a moment between Aslan and Zamri. They touched, not but it allowed Fadli and Fujiwara to go past them and allowed Tamada to close up to them as well.
Now
So it's really heating up.
Now race is getting interesting with Katsuaki Fujiwara in front with Aslan. Well, Aslan regained his lead after the first corner. And Aslan, Fujiwara, and Fadli, Zamri, and behind Zamri is Makoto Tamada.
And the second group is not that far off as well. There's less than a second between Tamada and Fuad, Yudis, Dimas, and Zakwan in that group.
What a group by Zamri.
Zamri trying really hard, going wide there, forcing his way past. Fujiwara now in second position, Zamri in third, Fadli in fourth position.
It seems that Aslan has made a gap between him and Fujiwara together with Zamri when the slide coming in the corner. But Fujiwara now down to third and Fadli fourth and Makoto Tamada fifth.
Really good move by Zamri there, overtaking Fujiwara on the outside side, taking his speed, a higher cornering speed to pass Fujiwara on the outside. It's not something easily done.
While behind Tamada we have Ahmad Fuad also closing to the front group. Yudisi Tira and Dimas Eki Pramata.
Yeah, the front group with all these challenges are still in the 31s and not into the 30s yet, and this has allowed Group 2 to slowly inch up and follow this leading group.
Yeah, due to the battle between the three riders in front and the mistakes that they made, now the gap is coming down for all the top, I believe the top eight riders quite close to each other. We had a front group before this, Aslan, Zamri, and also Fadli, and in front before, and there's a gap between this group and Fujiwara, but currently it's quite close between all top 8 riders. Now Aslan trying to create another gap, moving very fast in front with Zamri Baba a second. Well, he would try not to allow Aslan to go very far, and we have Fadli and Fujiwara now battling for the third place.
Yeah, it's going to be very close, especially for championship points with Aslan leading the championship now. Fujiwara can't afford to lose his position to Fadli as well, but this being the home race for Fadli, Fadli will want the third position. He won't give any team orders in that sense to allow Fujiwara to be ahead of him.
We have Aslan and Zamri, then there's a gap between Aslan and between Zamri and Fadli. Behind Fadli, following closely is Katsuaki Fujiwara and currently third. It was Fujiwara. It is Fujiwara third with Fadli down to fourth and Makoto Tamada fifth. Well, it's not an easy feeling, nice feeling that when you look behind, it is Makoto Tamada right behind your tail. Well, it's not a nice feeling to have that feeling for Fadli Imanuddin. But this is Katsuaki Fujiwara making his move.
Fujiwara knows that Aslan and Zamri is inching away and pulling ahead of them. And both Aslan and Zamri, the only 2 riders now in the 1 minute 30. So Fujiwara needs to be fully focused to try to catch up on them before the gap widens too far.
Well, I remember the battle between Fujiwara and Aslan last year in race 1, where the very last corner of the last lap that Aslan made a mistake and Fujiwara won the race. And it seemed what happened as well in Sepang when Aslan made a mistake in the penultimate corner of the last lap. And this time around, it is Aslan is leading the race with Zamri Baba, and both of them made a good time, both in 1 minute 30 seconds. And third currently is Katsuaki Fujiwara, following closely with 1.05 seconds behind the 2 riders from Malaysia.
Race report as well. Michael Black crashed in the earlier lap, but he's okay, and unfortunate for him. So Aslan Shah crashed, but he's rejoined the race now, currently in last place.
Now it's intense battle in front between Aslan Shah and Zamri. Zamri now move in front of Aslan Shah also. What a fantastic move by Zamri Baba. The battle is on between these 2 riders from Malaysia.
Two riders who actually came from the same team back in their history in Cup 3. Then raced 600 in the same team as well at PETRONAS Yamaha before they parted ways. Aslan joining Honda and Zamri staying loyal with Yamaha. So it's going to be interesting to see the battle between Aslan and Zamri. It's really the first time with these two riders fighting out straight for P1.
They know each other very well. They know the style. They know what each other can do. And at the moment, Aslan back leading the race with Zamri Baba in second place. And they had a gap between Zamri and Katsuaki Fujiwara. It's not a nice weekend or a good weekend for Fujiwara, but a fantastic weekend for these two riders in front, Aslan Shah Kamozaman and Zamri Baba. They are battling hard for P1 at the moment with 9 laps to go. And Aslan, I'm sure Aslan will want to win his second race of the weekend for his another fantastic career. It's another record for himself to win 2 races in one weekend.
There we have another rider who's crashed. I'm not sure who is it. The medical is there for attention immediately. But Fadli now beginning to get a little bit frustrated, stuck behind Fujiwara. So Fadli knows he too needs to make a move quickly now if he intends to catch up with Aslan and Zamri and be on the podium.
Once again, Zamri made his move to lead the race, but not for long because Aslan got back his place. Now Aslan Shah Kamozaman in front. Very, very close between these two riders. A very great battle between Aslan Shah Kamozaman and
I think Zamri saw the yellow flag then wisely decided not to go past Aslan. So good move by Zamri. Otherwise he would be penalized. I'm sure by the time they come around the next time, the rider and the bike would have been cleared from that place. But good decision by Zamri, thinking about 8 laps more and just not in one corner.
He might be thinking not this time Aslan, but wait for next lap. That I'm sure he'll try to pass Aslan. Now the two riders, they had the same pace, and both of them are setting a very good time, very fast time. There's not much difference between these two riders at the moment in terms of speed. And currently Fujiwara closing down, if I'm not mistaken, yes, only 0.7 seconds behind Aslan Shah Kamozaman.
Yeah, Fujiwara and Fadli, the fastest two rider in the previous lap, doing a 1 minute 30. And obviously Aslan and Zamri was affected by the yellow flag. So then here you see Zamri really very comfortable going into turn 3, overtakes Aslan. Aslan tries to go on the inside this time, but Zamri closes the door. So Zamri has learned from the mistake from the lap earlier, shut the door to prevent Aslan from going past him.
This time there's no yellow flag for Zamri Baba, and he did just that. A little bit wide by Zamri, and Aslan got back his place, leading the race. Well, it's very, very interesting between the two riders exchanging a place in front and battling for first place between Aslan Shah Kamozaman and Zamri Baba.
Yeah, it's much better second race now. We can see about 9 riders still, all within touching distance with 7 laps to go, and Zakwan, who's in the tail end of that group, is now 4.8 seconds behind Aslan and Zamri.
Aslan and Zamri are very careful not to make any mistake, especially in corner when they try to overtake each other, because behind them is Katsuaki Fujiwara. Well, he's just waiting for an opportunity for him to get past the two riders. It seems that he had a good race in race 1, but like he said, he had problem with his tire, and that's why he lost his pace at the end of the race, lost his grip. But at this time, he's still chasing the front two riders with a gap of I think around less than a second between Zamri Baba and Katsuaki Fujiwara.
Yeah, both Aslan and Zamri are able to overtake each other in turn 1, turn 3, the small chicane and the big chicane. So plenty of overtaking chances for both of them. And I think Fadli is now closing in on Fujiwara. So maybe Fujiwara struggling on his tires again, and this may allow Fadli to go past him this time.
Interesting to see what's gonna happen between these two riders in front. Either Aslan will win the second race, or Zamri will spoil it to take over from Aslan to win the second race. No matter what the case, Kawasaki Fujiwara is still lurking behind, followed closely by Fadli Manudin. It's quite frustrating for Fadli, who now following Kawasaki Fujiwara. Well, he did a better time Fadli than Fujiwara, but he's still in fourth position at the moment. And as you can see now, Fujiwara is closing the gap between Fujiwara and Zamri Baba. Now Fujiwara is very close behind Zamri Baba in second place, with Aslan still leading the race. A great battle between these four riders for P1.
All four riders now into the 1 minute 30, and so they've pulled away from Makoto Tamada and Aslan, Zamri, Fujiwara and Fadli. So it could be an interesting final 5 laps now.
You can see it's between these top 4 riders, any one of them can win the race, depending on the condition of the bike and the condition of the tire coming to the final lap of the race. 5 laps to go, with Aslan still leading, with Zamri Baba second, Fujiwara third, and this 0.6 second between the Fujiwara and Aslan Shah Kamosaman, 0.2 second between Zamri and Aslan still leading, and Fadli Manudin is around 1 second behind Aslan Shah Kamosaman. So not very far between Aslan and Fadli Manudin.
Really great riding shown both by Aslan and Zamri, showing maturity in tackling the situation. And there we see Fadli looks like he's gone past Fujiwara. So Fujiwara may be now under pressure, but Fadli has decided that he needs to be on the podium in his home race.
And Fadli now currently third, just got past Fujiwara. Well, Fujiwara, he had a good time before this. In the lap before this, he set a good time, a faster time, but it seems that Fadli had a better timing in the last lap and managed to get past Fujiwara. And now there's a gap between Fujiwara and Fadli. Might be some problem for Fujiwara.
Maybe some problem for Fujiwara. That could be the reason as well. Yeah, it's hard to say at this moment. But Fadli is really rapidly closing on to Aslan and Zamri to give one final push for the podium positions.
Well, the situation right now, the top 3 riders, they are the same top 3 riders in race 1. Aslan Shah Kamosaman, Zamri Baba and Fadli Manudin. And Fadli was behind Fujiwara for quite some time, but I believe there's some sort of problem with Fujiwara's bike, because now the gap is getting wider for Fujiwara in 5th place, and now he's under threat because Tamada is just right behind him. Tamada is trying to get past Fujiwara. I believe there's a problem Fujiwara bike, because somebody lost his pace, and now he's quite far, so the team is urging for him to go faster, and I'm sure he wants to go faster as well. And the top 3 riders is Aslan Shah Kamosaman, Zamri Baba and Fadli Manudin. Now it's 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go between these 3 riders, top 3 riders. Any one of them can win the race at the moment, and a bit wide by one of the riders and Fadli. Oh no, it was back marker. I thought it was Zamri Baba who made a mistake, but it was a back marker.
Good move by the back marker to stay away from it. It was actually Sharifuddin Samsudin is riding for the first time. Did really well to qualify for the race, so he'll be learning. But he did the right decision to stay away from this hot battle. And Makoto Tamada looks like he's gone past Fujiwara. So indeed, you're right, Harmy. Fujiwara with some sort of a technical problem maybe. I'm not sure whether his tire is gone or something other than that. So truly unfortunate. Otherwise, we would be 4 guys fighting for last position. But Fujiwara now, I think, in 5th position. Tamada now in 4th.
And now instead we have 4 riders battling for P1. Now we have only 3 riders battling for P1, and it seems now at the moment Aslan is on the advantage of leading the race, but less than a second behind is Zamri Baba and also Fadli Imanuddin, with Makoto Tamada now in 4th position. He has gone past Kapati Fujiwara. Fujiwara is hoping that he can finish the race and in the top, I'd say top 6 or top 8 position, because clearly he had a problem with his bike. And the gap is not too far between Fujiwara and Nyaching Secara. Zamri Baba just got past Azlan Chakawan Saman. While we were talking about Fujiwara, now it is a turn for Zamri Baba to lead the race.
It's going to be a really close battle. And Fadli now trying to go on the outside. No, dives back inside. Aslan goes on the outside to go past Zamri. So this could be something that could be a pattern in the next final 2 laps.
I believe so, Ron. It's going to be the battle with the 3 riders, and I'm sure Aslan will try to maintain his position in front, and just like in race 1, towards the end of the race, he created quite a gap, and it seems that now he's trying to make a gap between him and Zamri Baba. But watch out for Fadli Imanuddin while we are focusing on Aslan and also on Zamri. Fadli is trying to spoil the party for the 2 riders in front.
Yeah, I think Aslan's just done the same thing again. He's managed to pull a 0.4 second gap ahead of Zamri and Fadli. And now Fadli is coming under some pressure. Zamri is coming under some pressure from Fadli as well. But Fujiwara now really struggling. He's under attack from Yudhishthira, Yuki Ito, and Fuad and Dimas as well.
What a race, what a battle now. We are in the last lap, few more corners to the checkered flag, with Aslan still maintaining his place in front. Well, he had quite a gap between him and Zamri, considering this is the last lap of the race. But behind Zamri closely is Fadli Imanuddin. Now it seems that Fadli Imanuddin trying to get past Zamri, probably inside, a bit wide by Zamri. But still, Zamri managed to close the door and slam in front of Fadli to be on second. All 3 riders now battling for first place.
Aslan's taking the defensive line in the last 2 previous corners. That's causing Zamri and Fadli to close up the gap a little bit. Hope he doesn't make the mistake he did in Sepang, where he did that and Fujiwara went on the inside of him. So coming to the second last corner, this is basically the case. The last chance for Zamri, and Zamri is trying. Zamri's gone past. Has he gone wide? Can Aslan go back in? A good move by Zamri. It looks like he's holding on to it. Yes, Zamri's done a fantastic job. Zamri is going to head to the finishing line first, followed by Aslan and Fadli. Brilliant move by Zamri. So maybe a mistake by Aslan taking a defensive line. Team jubilant about it. I'm sure Aslan will be frustrated with the decision of his, but Zamri, fantastic move going into the second last corner.
What a fantastic race. What a race. Well, with Aslan, who made a mistake, and Zamri managed to be just in front, the last 2 corners of the last lap, the final lap.
If there's any consolation, Harmi, Aslan's won 2 races and finished second twice, so he's finished on the podium very consistently in all 4 races. That's going to put added pressure on Katsuaki Fujiwara to challenge Aslan, who's now leading the championship. And brilliant recovery for Zamri Baba this weekend. He was so disappointed in Sepang in race 2 when he had a mechanical failure, causing him to drop out. He was on the podium in race 1. So there we have the final result. Zamri Baba in first position, Aslan Shah second, Fadli in third, Tamada fourth, Fujiwara fifth, Yuki Ito sixth. Good rider Yudhishthira in 7, 8 Fuad, 9 Dimas, 10 Zakwan Zaidi, 11 Titipong, 12 Koyama, 13 Denny, 14 Makoto Inagaki, 15 Pirawat, 16 Satoru Iwata, 17 Ramdan, 18 Ryuta Kobayashi, 19th position Shanas, and 20th position Iwas Arianda. In final position Sharifuddin Samsudin in 21 and Haslan Shah in 22. Ratapong crashed, but he's alright. So 3 guys didn't complete the race. Repeat podium. I'm sure Fadli very happy he's on the podium. Probably felt he should take an advantage much earlier. Stuck a long time behind Katsuaki Fujiwara.
Well, he was on podium in 2008 due to some mechanical infringement by the top 4 riders. But this time he's on his right to be on top on the podium. But this rider is on top of the podium, Zamri Baba, who made a great move to get past Atasha Kamal Zaman towards the end of the race. To present the trophy is the President Director of PT PETRONAS Niaga Indonesia, is Mr. Azam Shuaid, for Fadli Imanuddin. All the same 3 riders on the podium in race 1 as well. Well, Ron, I think like you said, in the past 2 years we have a Japanese rider on podium, but none of the Japanese riders on the podium today.
Yeah, I think the condition of the track, I mean, it's really unfortunate that Sentul is the only track in Indonesia, and we see plenty of talent now coming out. It would be great if Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand have more circuits, and I'm sure we'll find more champions coming out from this part of the region. Clearly, the rise of the Asian riders are very obvious at this moment, and Yuichi Ui, they're now receiving the team award on behalf of PETRONAS Honyang Yamaha.
This is the top 3 riders: Zamri Baba, Atasha Kamal Zaman, and Fadli Imanuddin.